part before the video like actually starts, after the intro. This video is a little bit of a yap fest. I will not lie. Like, not yap fest as in like I'm not saying like factual stuff. It's just this is a long video for a 5G complaint. But I hope you guys enjoy. Hello everybody, what is up? It's me, your boy Geometrik, and today I'm making a little bit of a different video, okay? Like, one that I've wanted to make now for quite a while, and I feel like now I have enough knowledge to talk about it. So with me working at Verizon, cellular sales, so I don't get in trouble, I wanted to talk about 5G and everything, right? Because, 5G, it's been about 4 years since the announcement of 5G at the 2020 Olympics. Well, the usage at the 2020 Olympics and all that good stuff, or 2018, whatever it was, somewhere that time when 5G was announced and, really started being bigly publicized in 2020, being on phones. 2019 iPhone 11 came out, 5G wasn't on that phone, so I think it was, I don't even think the Olympics were, when were the, I don't know, but let's go ahead and talk about it, okay? So, the Olympics happen and everything, and 5G is announced. It's announced as the biggest, best thing ever. It's going to be the fastest, speeds we've ever had, and all that good stuff. The speeds are going to be phenomenal. You're going to be able to download a movie in a second. You're going to be able to upload all this stuff and everything, and it's going to be the fastest connection the world has ever seen. And going into, 2024, 5G is still hard to come by. Unless you're T-Mobile or AT&T and you for some reason have 5G almost everywhere. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, okay? Is the 5G that they're talking about real 5G, and how do they do it, okay? So I'm a Verizon customer, and where I'm at right now, which is in the middle of, absolutely nowhere. Like, I'm in like a very a forest is right here, right? But I'm right outside of a town, and a 5G tower is just up the road. Like, you can't see it from where I'm at, but I know where the 5G tower is. It's not even a mile from this location, right? 5G ultra wide. And I also know it's a 5G, I'm just going to open this window all the way. I also know it's a 5G ultra wide tower because, 5G home internet is available at that area for Verizon customers. So if you live in that area, you can get 5G home internet. Where I live in Cape Girardeau, well, I don't live here. Where I work, we'll say that, where I work in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, there are 2 5G ultra-wide towers in the whole town. And Cape Girardeau is a town of like 36,000, right? And there's only 2 5G ultra-wide towers. All the others are 4G. But anywhere you go with T-Mobile or AT&T, you'll have 5G. And I think the reason, and that's what I'm talking about today. Okay, so Verizon, one of the best carriers, not having 5G everywhere, and I'm going based off, yes, there's bias because I work for cellular sales under Verizon, a reseller, but there's also, Verizon has won awards for being the best provider, year and year and year, and, they're also, the provider of the NFL, last I checked, they still go by Verizon, and so, I'm talking about this because I want to talk about the fake 5G, okay? 5G has a bad rep in its name because it's been broadcasted forever as, oh my gosh, it's going to be the best speed, and then you have 5G and it's the worst thing ever. So there's different types of 5G. There's standard 5G nationwide, NW, or otherwise just known as standard 5G. Just like how LTE was before LTE, it was regular 4G. Now it's 4G LTE. But now it's just LTE. So there's the regular 5G, which is basically, I always have to say this, it's like LTE on steroids. It is not much faster, and that's where a lot of people get these things confused. 5G is so much faster, but there's already these different strands of it, and people do not realize that. Regular 5G is not much faster than LTE. I think it can hit a max of 300 megabit download, which is twice as fast as LTE, but it doesn't really ever hit that on your phone. And that's where people get confused. If 5G is that fast, why do people notice slowdowns? Why is it not any faster? But it's because, there's the still same amount of people on the towers and everything. Now, yeah, on LTE, maybe you'll have faster speeds if you're in an LTE area because there's these 5G phones that are connected to 5G towers, but that's because you're still running LTE instead of 5G. And in 5G, because everybody wanted it so quick, there's not really speed difference. The same amount of people are on 5G that was on LTE, which, like I said, is only twice as fast. and that's where people are, like, you know, having issues and everything. And then there's 5G ultra wide, as it's called, through Verizon. And I know like T-Mobile and AT&T have their thing like 5G plus. T-Mobile has 5G something W, you know, like, because these companies, they want to change it up and everything. Nobody wants to call it the same thing, you know. I guarantee you they hated the fact they named LTE all the same across the board. I don't know why phone companies are like that, but they could have all just named it 5G ultra wide, and everybody would have been fine with that. That would have been perfectly okay. Also, if you guys can't hear me very well, I'm sorry. I will just scrap this video. But the whole reason that I'm even talking about this is because it's time for someone to talk about it, okay? Like, it's time for somebody to talk about why it's not faster. Okay, T-Mobile and AT&T, I believe, have ruined the reputation of 5G, and Verizon almost did the same thing, and we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about how Verizon almost did it as well. These companies did not care about rolling out 5G in actuality. What they cared about was... Give me a sec. Sorry, guys, that was Jasmine. So like I was saying, so T-Mobile and AT&T, I strongly believe, have ruined the reputation of 5G with the way that they approach this. They didn't actually care about rolling out 5G. They wanted to be the first to say they did it. And that is a big problem with, like, 5G. So the whole thing was, obviously there was the whole 5G coronavirus thing, which was the stupidest thing in existence. If you believe that that coronavirus is created by 5G, you're ignorant. Coronavirus was, like, COVID-19 was established in 2019. 5G didn't come out until 2020. Yeah, you see how the timelines there don't really mix and match, like, and I'll talk about, like, another thing, how they ruin this. Okay, so 5G and Samsung and them played a big part in this as well. Tell me how a Galaxy S8 has 5G. Just tell me how. Oh wait, that's right. It came out before 5G technology was invented. So how do those phones have 5G? Yeah, okay, a little suspect. All right, that's suspect. But that's why we're going to talk about this. So T-Mobile and AT&T were more concerned about, and Verizon did good for a while, don't get me wrong. They talked about how they weren't going to roll out 5G until it was ready. How they were like, they might have been slow to it, but they were going to roll it out over time. T-Mobile and AT&T didn't do any of that. As soon as 5G came out, oh shit, don't go to St. Louis, go to Chicago. Oh shit, guys, all these cities have 5G. It just came out and we're ready to go. New technology that was only for the Olympics and we had it. Oh my God, wow, chill, bro, chill. Like, you see what I'm saying? How is that not suspect to anybody who has these carriers? And that's why I'm talking about this. How do you have 5G right out the get-go? You're telling me the Olympics went right to you and said, bro, here's the formula for 5G. You're good to go. Oh my God, T-Mobile and AT&T, you guys are so swag, bro. Oh my God. Tell me who you fucking talk to, bro. I want that. Like, you see what I'm saying, bro? Like, LTE came out and there were still 3G phones for a while because, like, they had to put out the LTE. All right, they didn't just fucking, oh shit, day one, guys, we're good to go, we're pumping it out. Your phone from 2012 that came out when 3G was out, you got the 4G, bro. The technology was already there. No, bro, that's what I'm talking, this is what I'm talking about, okay? 5G was announced, and these carriers were promoting that they already had it, like, before it was even in phones. Oh my God, guys, we got the 5G. The Olympics called us up and said, here, homie, bro, take the 5G, bro. What? Okay, to credit, Apple did not do this, okay? This was Samsung and all them Androids, like, I say all them Androids. I didn't have Motorola at the time. I don't think they did it. They had an attachment for one of their phones, one of the Z series, where you could have a 5G thing. But that's a little sus as well. Like, I love Motorola, but how are you going to have an attachment that just makes your phone speeds faster? Oh, shit. I don't think that's happening. But yeah, so all this shit came out and they're like, yeah, bro, we got the 5G, homie, G. Like, it's not coming out till after the Olympics, but we had to hook up. We called the Olympics up, said, yo, bro, like, we need it, bro. We're T-Mobile, bro. Our LTE is slacking. We need the 5G, bro. We need it. And so, like, yeah, then they're sitting there promoting that they already have it. And I'm sitting there, like, bewildered. I love technology, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, why are they already promoting it when it's like an Olympic thing exclusive, right? How does an old phone that was made before 5G was a thing have 5G? How does that make any sense? It doesn't. So this is like T-Mobile and AT&T are like, yeah, we got the 5G everywhere. And that's another. So T-Mobile fucked this up really bad, worse than AT&T did. So T-Mobile eventually, oh, we got 5G home internet. You live out in a rural area, bro, it's okay. You got the 5G. We dapped up and tapped up. You know what I'm saying, bro? We got the 5G for you guys in a rural area, and I have 5G home internet from T-Mobile. I like it because the fact that I can, like, you know, stream fucking 4K whenever I want on my TV and watch movies and everything, which Verizon Jetpack just was not doing very well, because at the end of the day, it's a jetpack. But it's like, how do you already like, you never came and touched the tower, bro. I've lived there before 5G was out, and not any time did I see a T-Mobile vehicle roll up and start working on the towers. Now, granted, AT&T did do that. AT&T did do that for one of the towers, but as far as I'm aware, AT&T never got that tower to 5G. But they did pull up to work on it for the upcoming 5G, but 5G was actually giving people problems on AT&T did that. So you're telling me T-Mobile, they don't got to show up, bro. They don't got to show up at all, you know. They just flick the switch and bam, bro. That LTE just, woo, gone. And I'm saying that, bro, because like I lived in this area before 5G was a thing. You got to work on these towers to add 5G to them. You just can't have a tower and it already have 5G. That's not how it works. But like I said, AT&T did do this. They rolled up in a vehicle and they worked on these towers and everything. Now, I don't know what they were working on per se, but I know it was related to 5G, and then they never turned it on. T-Mobile didn't do that shit at all. Out the get-go, yeah, bro, 5G, we got it. It's all G easy from here. Okay, bro, you got the 5G. If you do, bro, good for you. I'm proud for you, T-Mobile. Good shit. Tell me why out there in the fucking boonies, bro. Like, okay, so there's this place here called Marble Hill, right? That place doesn't have service no matter what fucking carrier you have. And every other carrier out there has LTE, but T-Mobile claims out the water that they have 5G out there. You have 5G out there and the tower don't work? People have one bar, they got 5G. They had trash service when it was LTE. But you're telling me, bro, that Marble Hill was a priority for you. You're going to put a 5G tower out there that sends worse wavelengths than LTE for people who are already having problems. And, oh, shit, we got you covered. We got you covered, homie. We got the 5G there for you, bro. The signal may not send as far, but we got you. I don't like this mentality from T-Mobile where they're like, we have 5G everywhere, anywhere in America. And the thing is, bro, I'm saying this stuff because people will come into Verizon and they complain about T-Mobile, like, if T-Mobile 5G is, and I'm like, bro, this is a Verizon store. Why are you asking me about T-Mobile 5G? I have Verizon as my phone carrier. The only thing I have T-Mobile related is the internet from T-Mobile. But why are you asking me about why T-Mobile says they have 5G everywhere? Bro, I wish I knew. I wish I knew why these carriers said they have 5G everywhere when they don't. It makes no sense to me whatsoever, and I don't think it'll ever make sense to me. I think it'll be something that I'm always upset about because the name of 5G has been tarnished by these companies. Now, I know this might be just a yap fest, but I wanted to let this off my chest. I seen a video by Mr. The Boss talking about 5G, but he didn't really go into too much detail. He just talked why about it wasn't as fast as they claimed and why it's not everywhere you get, and it's because it's never going to get to where they claimed, bro. Here's the thing. When you roll out this stuff super early and you don't meet people's expectations, they're going to be upset, right? I'm upset. It's dumb, but the name of it is tarnished. Now when people think of 5G, they think my calls are cutting out, my service is slower, and that's like not even just in this area. That's like all over online. When you look up stuff about 5G, people talk, like the top search thing is not like, why is 5G so good? It's, why is 5G so bad? Why is my service slowed down when I have 5G? How do I turn off 5G? Those are actually top search things. Now, of course, my searches may be different than yours, right? I do a lot of research on this stuff, but when I very first started looking up at it, that was the top searches, bro. Top 3 things we're talking about how to turn it off. Why is it bad? Why has my service got worse? It sucks because 5G was supposed to be the next era of speed. And in some places it is. St. Louis has 1,000 gigabyte 5G ultra-wide download on Verizon. Here in Cape has 200. Now that's not amazing, but it's like it's better than what LTE could have been at a max of 150 megabit download, right? It's a little bit faster. It's not great. But because of all these different speeds and different companies, speed is not the priority anymore. It was all about who could roll it out first. Who's going to be the first to roll it out in this area? Who's going to go to these rural areas and say they have 5G? T-Mobile fucking did that hella quick, bro. Everywhere on T-Mobile shows 5G. It can be the most asinine speed, but you have 5G. Why not be happy? You have 5G. You live in the middle of bum fucking nowhere and you have 5G. Aren't you happy? Aren't you happy you have 5G? Okay, so they have 5G, but they don't have fucking, you know, fiber optic internet and fucking spectrum out in the fucking rural area. But, you know, you're 5G. Oh, you got them covered. AT&T, same thing. What the fuck is 5G plus AT&T? You want to tell me what that is? You want to tell me what 5G plus is, bro? I'm waiting. I'm all ears. Somebody who works at AT&T, tell me in the comments, bro, what the fuck is 5G plus? I know it ain't y'all's fast version of 5G. That's for damn sure. I've done the speed test for all customers who come in to switch. That shit ain't fast at all. My LTE's quicker than that shit. But 5G is so great, guys. 5G is so great. It will blow LTE out the water until you have AT&T. Now, this isn't to slander or defame. I just want an honest answer. I just want an honest answer. And Verizon did the same thing too for a little bit. Like down here, there's only like LTE towers in rural areas. But when I was going up to Springfield after I got past Marion, Illinois to go see a WWE event, it's 5G everywhere. A town of 90 people with a Dollar General and a church, and I had 5G ultra wide. I live in a town of 900, and I wish we had ultra wide, but that just ain't the way it is. And then whenever I got out of those small towns, I had 5G. Because Verizon did the same thing as well. They put 5G on these towers, or said they did, to say they could. But then they stopped. In certain areas, that's not a thing anymore, and I don't know why they did this. These companies really did, like, tarnish the name of 5G, and I don't think we'll ever get the pristine 5G that we were told we were going to get when it was announced. And it's because these companies threw that out there, didn't meet expectations, and now that you know they don't meet your expectations, why would they go in and fix it? What do they gain from giving you that speed? Nothing. So the fact that they've showed you, you know, oh, we can put 5G here and the speeds don't meet the expectations, you'll forget after a while. We don't got to go back and fix these towers. Shit, we didn't touch the towers in the first place. That's all, guys. That's just why I wanted to talk about 5G. The name 5G is completely tarnished. And until, like, you know, companies start actually taking the promises they made seriously, I don't think we'll ever have a good 5G. We'll have a 5G that is just LTE on steroids. And they'll keep charging you for plans that have the 5G slapped on it because, you know, you'll pay for it. At the end of the day, we'll all pay for it, right? This is Geometrik, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, though, guys, peace out, and have a good one.